A lot of festivities taking place this weekend. We've got the Craven County Agricultural Fair taking place, Mum Fest, Mullet Festival in Swansboro, Onslow County, and of course we've got ECU homecoming to talk about here as well. So lots of nice weather that's going to be cooperating for all these outdoor activities. Parade steps off down 5th Street around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, looking for temperatures into the mid-50s, just in time to do a little tailgating. We'll be into the 60s by the afternoon. Kickoff coming at 4:30, so ahead of time we'll be into that upper 60-degree range as far as those temperatures are concerned for the afternoon hours tomorrow. We are tracking what a weekend as far as those temperatures are concerned. Now, temps are going to go up and down a little bit. We'll be warm today, cool tomorrow, warm again on Sunday. And we've got some action in the tropics to talk about. In fact, our newest storm, if you joined me yesterday, you know we were talking about this area potentially could have been upgraded. And, well, yesterday it was. What do you know? Had some 30s showing up across Ahoskie and northern Martin and Bertie counties early this morning. Low 50s in Kenansville and Greenville. These are where we bottomed out this morning. We'll be a little bit warmer than this, but still probably only about 4 or 5 degrees within these ranges as we head on through the day tomorrow. Fantastic Friday, though, is in store for us. Sunny, warmer conditions, low to mid-70s, a northerly wind. Going to be cool overnight tonight. Again, those in the spots that were in the low 40s will be in the mid-40s tonight. We'll look for temperatures into the mid to upper 50s, though, at the beaches. Now, it's going to be a little breezy, especially late tomorrow morning into the early afternoon hours along the coastal sections. A very similar day to what we saw yesterday. Upper 60s near that 70-degree mark with, again, those northeasterly winds a little gusty into the early to mid-afternoon hours here. Take a look at a march of the temperatures for the day today, topping out in that low to mid-70-degree range. Inland spots like Greenville, Kenansville, back down into the low to mid-40s overnight tonight. And then you'll notice tomorrow a little bit cooler, knock about 4 to 5 degrees off of where we're going to be for later on this afternoon. We are tracking a thunderstorm complex that is dying out across Tennessee. Maybe some of the high-level cloudiness from that could make its way into our area later on tonight going into tomorrow morning. But the real deal is that's with a front. And you can see that front that's coming across Pennsylvania right now, back in through southern Illinois and Kentucky and Tennessee. That's what's going to be headed over our way tonight. And then that cool air mass coming in behind it is what we're going to be dealing with as we go on through the day tomorrow. But again, it's kind of in and it's out as we do watch things start to moderate once again. And it's all the way that the jet stream level is configured here. You notice the main stream flow across the northern Great Lakes with that cooler air up there. Upper level ridge centered back over the Gulf Coast states. And you can notice how we kind of go through this weekend. We'll kind of go ebb and flow a little bit back and forth. We got the upper level ridge that'll come our way for Saturday and Sunday. So what that'll do is that'll help to bring warm air out of the southwest and bring it to our neighborhood here. And it's basically being forced that way because of the big upper level low. This is the cutoff low that is out in California right now, working its way through the desert southwest. This is going to be a severe weather maker tomorrow from Missouri back in through, let's say Dallas and Oklahoma, especially Iowa and northern Missouri. It looks like where some of the most severe weather could be for the day tomorrow, and we could potentially be talking about tornadoes. That upper level low lifts up into the main trough that is over southern Hudson Bay. But for us here in eastern Carolina, notice on Sunday, we've still got those southwesterly winds that are bringing that warmer air in. Then the trough re-amplifies as we head into the first part of next week. That will drive a cold front through. And as a result, that's going to be the front with the storm system in the Central Plains this weekend. But it's really going to weaken as much of the upper level support with it isn't going to be intact. That'll kind of come through, slightly cool our temperatures down a little bit as we head into the first part of next week. But then more warmth will come back in here ahead of the next trough that is already digging through the Four Corners area and the plains as we go into the middle of next week. All right, here's how things are going to go. Again, we've got a couple fronts that we're watching here. Big storm will be across the northern plains. That's helping to deliver that high pressure coming in here. And as a result, we'll look for northerly winds getting us into the mid-70s for the day today. Northerly winds come behind that front tonight and northeasterly. Again, you can kind of see how tight the gradient is here with the streamline. So it is going to be a little gusty, especially along the coastline for tomorrow. And then we will watch as that departs out of here. Here's that storm system heading out in through the Central Plains. And notice all that warm air on those south-southwesterly winds. That'll be with us as we head into the early part of next week. So here's how things play out as far as future track is concerned. Again, it's really the way the winds are going to go that are going to dictate our weather here front works its way on through the area tonight with nothing more than just a wind shift line. Any high cloudiness stays well off towards our south. High pressure is going to be in control of our weather. Clear skies. Not quite light winds, though, tonight. We'll still have a little bit of a gradient, and as a result, that'll keep the fog away from like we had this morning. And then those north-northeasterly winds will be rather gusty late morning into the early afternoon hours tomorrow before they gradually slacken off. Winds go more south-southwesterly as we head into Sunday, as that storm system passes by to our west, and as a result, we'll start to warm things back up. As I mentioned, we do have a new system in the tropics, Tropical Storm Patty. This was Tropical Depression 16 from yesterday. It has been upgraded. If you're tracking along at home, it's located at 25.1 north and 72.5 north, or west, excuse me. Headed off to the southwesterly direction, but really this is going to be a quick-lived storm. I think by tomorrow afternoon it'll be off the map here. You can see the official hurricane forecast track with it, kind of meanders it down across the islands of the Bahamas, sends it in towards Cuba. Now, the question becomes early next week, what is left of it around Cuba, and if anything will get pulled back into their weather pattern. You can definitely see here the part of the problem with this storm is that the low-level center is right in here. So the deeper convection is being sheared off to the north and the west as a result of some strong southwesterly winds. So Patty will kind of meander on down towards Cuba. This is the next one we need to potentially watch. If it does get upgraded, it potentially could be Raphael. And you'll notice that it's starting to tuck that low-level center in here around the deeper convection. So this is something we're going to have to watch. It'll slowly kind of work its way towards the islands, and by the early part of next week, be back in this neighborhood here. More than likely, it'll stay off the coast, but that's something we'll have to watch and continue to track as we head into next week. So we got the golden ice on the forecast here. Lots of sunny skies will be around for our Mullet Festival for tomorrow. Looking for sunshine, temperatures into that upper 60-degree range. Again, a little blustery, especially along the coastal sections late morning into the early afternoon hours. Really, though, warm things up for Sunday, up near 80 degrees. Still warm with that front coming through on Monday, maybe a scattered shower, or even a thunderstorm, not completely out of the question. And then you notice we do cool off a little bit on the backside of next week, but it's not all that excessively cold as the cold air remains bottled up in the Arctic. Have yourself a good weekend. Enjoy all the festivities this weekend. Hey, maybe come out to Mumfest. Talk to Anna and I. We're going to be there on Saturday from 4 until 6 in the evening. I'm Storm Truck 12 meteorologist Les Still.